Hi guys, welcome back to another tutorial. My name is Blessing of Beautiful Stitches, and in this tutorial you'll be learning how to make this beautiful gown with a hoodie. Okay, it was made with an Ankara fabric, and if this sounds like what you like to learn, let's go right into the video. Okay, so this is the fabric that I already cut out. I made this with less than 3 yards of fabric, so I cut each of them in 1 yard. Okay, each of them 1 yard, each of them 1 yard. Okay, so I folded it into two. You can see that on fold like that I have about 18 inches. So I fold them into two and I place them on each other, one for the front and the other one will serve for the back. So this Ankara has about 3 different shades, so I'll be using this lighter shade for the upper part. So that's why I'm measuring the full length that I needed plus 1 inch allowance for folding. Then I'll be cutting out the excess from the top of this fabric, okay, so that the darker one can be at the hem of the dress. All right, so the next thing I did was to measure out my shoulder measurement. Then the remaining part of this fabric is going to serve as my sleeve length. Okay, it's going to be a cut together sleeve though. All right, so after that, I went ahead to measure the neck width and I made use of 3 inches for the neck width. Then the depth, I initially marked out 1.5, then I ended up reducing it back to 1 inch since it's going to be having a hoodie. We don't want the back to be too deep. All right, so the neck depth for the front is 4 inches, okay, which I connected to the neck width. Then from that neck depth I went down by 3 inches extra, which is going to serve as the open slit for the front. Okay, then I went down by about 12 inches here, which is going to serve as my arm opening. Okay, so the width I want for this bubble is about 14 inches. I don't want it to be too big. 14 inches, that's 28 when you open up. All right, so I'm going to mark that 14 inches straight down. Then the underarm, I went ahead to curve it like so. So at the hem of the fabric, I went to measure the same 14 inches, which I'm going to be connecting straight to what we have already. All right, so the next thing we're going to do now is to start cutting out the neckline. This is for the back. Then I'll pick just the upper piece alone, which is going to serve as the front. So I cut out the front neckline. Then I decided to cut out the excess and the little ones that are not well arranged at that armhole area. Then I turned the fabric to the hem side just so we can be able to cut out the excess we have by the side. Then I went out by half and about 0.75, which is going to serve as our sewing allowance. Okay, so I didn't want it to reduce from that 14 inches that we have already, so that will serve as our sewing allowance, that the excess we have away from the chalk. Okay, so I went ahead to open up that center front area that will mark down 3 inches, which is going to serve as a front neckline. That's a slit for the front neckline, right? So on this arm area I went down by 1 inch. Then I connected to the neckline area. This is going to serve as our shoulder slant. Okay, that's our shoulder slant. Then I'm just confirming here if I have enough for my arm opening, which is very okay. So from the neckline now, that's from the tip of the neckline, I'm going to mark 18 inches length. Then from that 18 inches I'll go down by 7 inches, and that will serve as our pocket opening. Okay, I'm going to notch the 18 inches, then the other side I serve as 7 inches. Okay, so I lost a little part where I cut out the facing for the front. Okay, the facing is just going to be for that line alone, that line that will open straight down. That is the only place we are going to be sewing in a facing. Every other part of the neckline is where we're going to be attaching our hoodie. All right, so I lost that part, but I know you can catch up with what you can see. So I'm just going to sew straight down. After that, I'm going to place the other part, which is the back piece, on top of it, lying equally. Then I'll go ahead to sew the shoulder like so. After sewing the shoulder, I'm going to hem the sleeve opening. Okay, so after that I have given the neckline a good press. You can see how beautiful it is. The arm opening has been folded in just the way you see on the screen. So this piece I'm going to be using it to cut out the pocket. Okay, so I'll just place my hand like so, and I'm going to cut just the way you see me do. Okay, this is how I usually cut pocket if I don't want to do the other basic one that will be lying inside the dress. Okay, so this is just going to be hanging inside, so just cut it with a curve and ensure you have the same width that you have for your arm opening. Okay, so this is how we are going to place it. The deeper part is going to be the lower, is going to be facing the down part of your dress. Okay, then the curved part is going to be facing the upper part of your dress. I hope you can just see what I am explaining in the video. So I'm going to be placing this on the opposite side as well. Just the way I have placed like this, I'm going to place the corresponding part of that part of the pocket on that part that will notch. Okay, that is where we are going to be placing it. So I'm going to just pin and pin and pin. Okay, so I'm going to be joining this to the bodice with 1/2 inch. Then you can see that they are both matching. The pockets are already matching up. Then we are going to, after joining, we are going to go ahead to shape, and this is how we are going to shape. We are going to shape from your arm opening. Okay, you curve down. When you get to the top of the pocket, you go ahead and sew round the pocket, just the way you see me using my hand to explain. Then when you get to the end of the pocket again, you come down straight and down to the hem. I'm going to take this to the sewing machine so you can see it properly. So now what I have pinned down is what I'm sewing right here. Okay, the first part of the pocket is what I am sewing. That's one part of it. Then I'm going to pick the other side by placing the corresponding part of the pocket just the way we'll pin the other time, and I'll go ahead and sew it down. So guys, if you have watched to this extent and you are yet to subscribe and you're new to this channel, please do well to subscribe. Okay, and always turn on your notification bell so that each time I post a new video you will get notified. Okay, so after sewing down the pocket, now I'm going to place the bodice equally, starting from the arm opening. Okay, so this is the arm opening here, so I'm going to go ahead to start the sewing from the arm opening round to the underarm with a curve, as you see me do. Okay, so I think I'm also teaching you how to sew this kind of pocket in case you do not know. When you get to the top of the pocket, you raise the foot of your machine, turn it to go ahead round the pocket. Okay, just the way you see me do in this video. You raise your foot again, you turn, then you go and sew straight to meet up to where you join your pocket to the bodice. You can see you come out from your allowance, then you sew straight down, and it's as simple as that. Okay, so most of the bubbles that I make, this is how I usually achieve the pocket. So if you don't know, I think you have learned this today. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and do the same to the other side of the pocket. Then I'll fold the hem. This is the hem of the gown, so I'll just go ahead and fold the hem just the way you see me do with the allowance that was added when we were doing the cutting. All right, so guys, like I said earlier, if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and always turn on the notification bell so that you will get notified when I post a new video. Okay, so now we are done sewing and this is what we have. So the next thing we want to do now is to notch the underarm. Okay, always notch your underarm, or wherever you sew that is a cuffed part. Any cuffed part that you have, always notch so that it will help that part to relax properly. You can see the way the underarm is relaxing. This is the effect of the notching we have done. So the bodice is ready. The next thing we want to do now is to go ahead and cut the hoodie. Okay, so this is the fabric I'll be using. That's the remaining part of the fabric that we have. I'm going to be using that to cut the hoodie, but before then we need to know the circumference of the neckline, starting from the back to the front. Okay, so that's the front I'm holding. That's the center front where we have that slit opening. I folded it into 2, then I'll measure round. Look, whatever I have is going to be multiplied by 2, of course, but I've measured it into 2, so that is what I'm going to just measure, since I have 2 parts of the fabric here. Okay, so whatever I have, I think I have about 9 inches there, then I marked 9 inches from that part. That part where I started from serve as the front opening. Then I added about 0.75 sewing allowance. Then I went up now by the length of the hoodie. So I'm going to be showing you a picture or another video over here so you can see how to measure the depth or the length of your hoodie cap. Okay, I'm going to be showing you that. So this is what we have here. That's the width of the neckline by the height we need for our hoodie. So from that corner I went down by 3 and up by 3 on both sides like this, and I marked a curve. Okay, you don't want your hoodie to be pointy at the back. That's the essence. From that 3 inches downward, I'm going to mark the midpoint. Then at that midpoint, I'll come out by 1 to 1.5. Then I'll mark a curve like this. This is just to create more room at the back of the head. Okay, that part is serving as the back of your head. All right, so this is what we have. At that point, you can decide to make it a curve. You can decide to leave it straight the way it is. That totally depends on you. Then at that point where we have the exact neck measurement, I'm going to go in by about 3 inches, which is the neck width for the back. Then I'll go up by 1/2 inch just to create a little curve for that neckline, because that part is where we are going to be placing at the back of the neckline. Okay, so we need that place to relax properly. That is the essence of that part where we are coming up by about 1/2 inch. This part I'm cutting out. Okay, that's the essence. It will help the neckline, the cap, to relax on the back properly. Okay, so I'm just cutting out the excess at the front area. Okay, so the next thing we want to do now is to replace this as our lining. So I've cut out this on our lining piece and we have this already. So we're going to be joining this with 1/2 inch with a curve, just the way you see me mark out on the fabric, and we're going to be doing the same on the lining. We're going to be marking 1/2 inch all around. Okay, so after sewing, this is what we have. Okay, at that center front I went down by 1/2 inch more than what I marked out. Okay, so it can give it a little bit curve. So that is the excess you can see me cutting out. So we are going to leave the main fabric on the wrong side while we are going to be inserting the lining on the right side. I hope you see what I'm doing. So the right side of the fabric and the right side of the lining will be facing each other. Then we'll go ahead and sew it round. Okay, now after sewing round, this is what we have. So now we can turn it inside out. Then you can see what we have. So you can as well sew your hemming gum on that part that you sew, just to hold down your lining, or you can use the exact same fabric to do the lining. It totally depends on you. So I'm giving it a good press so that it can relax properly. So that's that end part. I'll just go ahead and top stitch to make it stand as one. So now that I'm done top stitching, I'm going to be folding my neckline into 2 again. That's from this front slit. I want to measure down to the back so I can get the center back. Okay, so on that center back, that's where we're going to be placing that joining we have. Okay, that part that will join, that's where we're going to be placing the center back. Okay, we'll be placing that part on the center back of the neck. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and pin from that center back down to the front. Okay, I'll pin it up to the front where we have that little slit on the neckline at the front. Then I'll pin, then I'll just go ahead and pin to the other side of the neckline. Okay, just watch what I am doing and I can assure you will get it perfectly. Okay, so now I'm pinning to the other side of the neck, which is going to lead us back to the front part of the neckline. Okay, that's the opening over there. So this is where the neckline is going to start. You can see that the measurement we measured is actually correct. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to go ahead and sew around, and after sewing around, you can wave the edges so as to have a neat finishing. Then that part where we have the slits, you can go ahead and use your hemming gum to hold it down. And that is all about this tutorial. It's quite simple, easy, and as you can see, this is looking good on me. You can see my cap, you can see the hoodie. I had to pack my hair to the front so it can relax properly. Then that's the side, and this is the other side. Then I need to turn to the back so you can see how the back is looking. You can see the hoodie is hoodieing. Alright, thank you so much guys for watching. Thanks for always coming back. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.